Good morning and welcome to our global news update. Tensions are reaching a critical point in the Middle East as the ceasefire between the United States and Iran is set to expire at midnight. The expiration of this vital pause in hostilities has cast a long shadow over the region, with the regime in Tehran already signaling a readiness to escalate its stance, opening the poker for new negotiations with remarkably strong and challenging words. As the truce between the United States and Iran concludes on Wednesday, the path forward for new discussions remains fraught with difficulty. Adding to the uncertainty, an unveiled threat has emerged directly from Tehran. Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, addressing United States President Donald Trump, posted a stark message on the platform X. He wrote, quote, "In the past 2 weeks, we have prepared ourselves to play new trump cards on the battlefield." This declaration comes from a figure of immense power within Iran. Ghalibaf has served as parliament speaker since 2020, and his past includes joining the Revolutionary Guard at the young age of 19, becoming a trained fighter pilot, and later rising to the position of police chief. He also played a central role in the suppression of student protests in Iran back in 2003. He further underscored Iran's defiant position on X, stating that Iran accepts no negotiations in the shadow of threats. Ghalibaf's statement specifically referenced the United States' blockade of Iranian shipping in the crucial Strait of Hormuz. This vital maritime passage, essential for global trade, has been a flashpoint of contention. Following the outbreak of fighting in February, Iran itself initially blockaded the Strait of Hormuz, a move that triggered a significant surge in global oil and gasoline prices. Just last Friday, the Tehran regime briefly reopened the Strait of Hormuz, but this window was short-lived, as the United States Navy subsequently attacked an Iranian ship in the Gulf, further heightening the volatile situation. The incident swiftly closed the passage once more, illustrating the fragility of any attempts at de-escalation. With the ceasefire officially ending on Wednesday, public uncertainty looms large over the prospect of a new round of negotiations. However, sources familiar with the matter indicate that a United States delegation is expected to depart for the Pakistani capital, Islamabad, soon. According to information from the New York Times and the broadcaster CNN, the team led by United States Vice President JD Vance is anticipated to embark on their journey on Tuesday. This lengthy flight would afford the Iranian leadership, which has not yet officially consented to a second round of negotiations, sufficient time to dispatch its own delegation from Tehran. The Iranian news agency Tasnim, meanwhile, has reported that any participation in what it calls a United States staged show is contingent upon the fulfillment of specific preconditions. These include notably the complete lifting of the American naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz. Should both sides fail to reach a new agreement, there is a very real danger that the war could erupt once again. United States President Donald Trump has previously warned of destructive attacks in such a scenario, stating, quote, "Then a lot of bombs go up." The complex and gridlocked situation, particularly concerning the globally significant Strait of Hormuz, has already led to a notable increase in oil prices. Here in the United States, gasoline prices are at their highest in years, a politically sensitive issue for President Trump during an election year. Despite these challenges, President Trump has projected an air of composure, writing on Truth Social that he feels under no pressure to achieve a deal. As the clock ticks towards the midnight deadline, the world watches with bated breath to see if diplomacy can prevail or if the renewed threats will pave the way for further conflict. We will continue to monitor this developing story closely. What's your take on ceasefire collapses, Iran issues, Battlefield, threat to US? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.